Hi everyone, this is Rusty Dog, and I thought I'd do a little video about planetary prospecting. As you know, if you've been following my videos, I'm at a point now where if I need to upgrade any further with the engineer Marco Qwent, then I need to obviously make some upgrades at grade 1 and grade 2 in order to get to the higher grades 3 and 4. So currently I have a blueprint from Marco Qwent, which is going to be my next upgrade, and I have platinum. I have it on my ship. Now that's the thing. I went into a... Where did I get the platinum from? I came across it. I think I went into a USS and there was a canister. Oh yeah, I think there was a canister floating around some ship debris, and there was a platinum there which I thought was fantastic. I thought I'll pick that up. Now it's saying I don't have any platinum. It might have been on the surface. Well, I can't remember. I don't even know if it's on a previous video. But anyway, my memory on this stuff is very, very it's like a cheesecloth, full of holes. Now you'll see that I don't have any platinum, so I'm wondering, is it showing no platinum because I'm not in my ship? Because I believe I do have a platinum on board the ship, and if I don't, what the hell did I do with it? I haven't sold it. I know I got one, and I haven't sold it. Anyway, we'll find that out when I recall the ship. So back to the video. You can see that apart from the platinum, which I think I have, I've got everything that I need in order to have at least 2 rolls of the dice on the... actually 1 roll of the dice with the platinum. But with this overcharged power plant at grade 2. So I am on the lookout for some more selenium. Now, if I find more, that means I'll either have 4, 5 or 6 afterwards, which will be more than everything else here. But I would like to pick up another conductive component. Another 2 conductive components and another 2 platinums. Even if I have to go and buy platinum. I don't even know if you can. I think you have to mine it, but this platinum, yeah, I got it a different way. So there is another way to get platinum, clearly. But I'd like to have enough here to have at least 3 rolls of the dice. 2 would be acceptable, but 3. I don't want to have the micro resources to give me 2 or 3 rolls of the dice and then the commodity just to have the 1. So I will be looking for some more platinum. But right now I'm looking for selenium, which you can find on planet surfaces, which is why I'm here. So I went to the Herald, let's call it the newspaper or the article, the Herald on the engineer's base on Galnet, and it told me that selenium could be found on this planet. So how do we find it? Because there's all sorts of different things you can find. Anything from points of interest, shipwrecks, nav beacons, mesosderite, bronzite, chondrite, and metallic meteorites. Now metallic meteorites is where I found the first 3 seleniums. I blew it up, 3 selenium came out of it. So I want to find another metallic meteorite. So it's all done on the wave scanner, as you know. and each item has a different reading on the wave scanner. So it's basically things that are mineable, or things that you can destroy, like those rocks, are on the low frequency part of the scanner. In other words, they sit at the lower point of the scanner. They are low frequency items. Shipwrecks, possibly nav beacons, I would say, stuff like that, or ships, they are mid frequency, so they'll be on the middle part of the scanner. And things like bases, points of interest, whatnot, will be at the top of the scanner because they're high frequency. So the Selenium is a shoot at the rock type stuff. That's where you find it. So it's going to be a low frequency. But there are different low frequency readings you can get. To avoid bronzite crondite, you have to know what the reading is, because I don't believe some selenium is going to come out of that. So bronzite chrondites are at the bottom of the wave scanner, and they occupy 3 lines. What I'm looking for is metallic meteorites, which should occupy 2 lines. Now I'm not in any particular place here. I'm just going to look around. Now you see this? You see that broken wave there, but you see how the bright part is 3 lines? You see how that's 3 lines at the bottom? That's because it's another bronzite crondite. Bronzite crondite? Yeah, whatever, that. That's what that is. And I don't need that. What I want is that same scan, but with the middle line taken out. You see those 3 lines there? Let's see if we can get in a little bit closer. We should be going in to a bronzite crondite. Now when I was here on this planet before, when I first arrived here, on this part of the planet where I am now, it was daylight. Now it's not. I've come back to it and it's not, so I've got my headlights on and it's all a bit eerie. Now what I do is when I pick up a signal, I take a note of the heading. In this case 230. And I take a note of that in case while I'm going really quick I hit a rock and I get spun around. I need to know where my heading is. Okay, so we can see clearly now that this is 3 lines. Okay, so this will be a bronzite crondite. If we can just get a bit further in. So if you imagine that same wave scan but with the middle line taken out, so I've got the top and the bottom line and a gap in the middle, that is a metallic meteorite, and that's what I'm looking for. So I need to find that. I've got a little ship coming in here. I don't think he'll see me from here, so I'm not bothered. I don't see him on my thing. I think he's over here somewhere. But anyway, go back to... Whoa! Now you see I've got to know where I was heading. 230. So... always keep an eye. Now you can clearly see that this is a 3-line scan. Forget all the junk frequencies above it. They're very faint. It's kind of just background noise, I would say, just junk. It's the 3 lines that are the important part. 1 line at the bottom, 1 single line at the bottom is mesosderite, I believe. So mesosderite, bronzite crondite, and there's another one though, isn't there? What's the other one? Yeah, the other one is the outcrops. There's 2 different types of outcrops, and they look exactly the same as the metallic meteorites by occupying 2 lines with a gap in the middle. But the metallic meteorites, I believe the scan lines are longer and the outcrops are shorter. So this should be bronzite crondite, because that's what it says on the scanner. There you go. Well, I'll punch it anyway, but I don't think there's going to be anything there for me. Sulfur and phosphorus. I think I've got plenty of that, to be honest. Let me just check. I have been picking up some of this stuff, But I think now, what was it? Phosphorus and sulfur. I have 13 phosphorus and 13 sulfur. How am I doing for iron? Because I tend to go, I'm 14, okay. Well, I've got to watch my fuel and my fuel and my hull. Now another thing that's been updated in Elite since, well, I don't know since when, I think maybe just since 2.1 or one of the patches afterwards. Uncollected material, like this. Remember how you used to turn around and then you'd disappear a kilometre away and it would still be on the scanner? Well, it doesn't do that anymore. The moment you get a little bit away, it disappears. So, I do have fuel. I think yeah, I'm okay for fuel. I can do a refuel if I need to. So, I'm on the hunt for that metallic meteorite. Now, you see here we've got a wave starting. What that's going to turn into, I don't know. Oh dear. That was a good 90-degree turn. 39. I'm going to try, what I can do is bring my ship down. Get repaired. It won't refuel. The SRB only refuels once you dock at a station. But it will repair the hull, just putting the SRB back in. And also I can find out whether I've got that platinum on board, because that's kind of worrying me now. Okay, we're getting a bit of a stronger signal now. We see we've got another signal here, but again it's 3 lines. It's bronzite crondite, so we can, now that we know what the signals are, we can stay away and not waste time going there. So for some of you, maybe I've just made your prospecting life a little bit easier and a little bit less of a grind, but you still have to find it. You still have to find it. I'm gonna concentrate on this one and see if this brings me anything. So if I see anything that scans across the top, that's likely to be a point of interest or whatever, I might go there because there might be canisters and one of them might be platinum. Maybe that's how I got the other one. I can't remember. It's probably on my last video and I've completely forgotten. But I came across it without the intention of coming across it. It just kind of happened. I don't know whether I dropped it into a USS or I did it. Or was that the thing that I scraped up off the planet's surface with my anaconda? I don't know. My last video and I can't even remember. I've got so much stuff in my head. I can't keep it all crammed in. It drips out my ear as I sleep. So let's, now we're getting, I haven't got haven't quite got a signal on this yet. This is, we're heading 86. Always take a note of the heading, always take a note of the heading, just in case your ship gets pooped and turned around. Now then, this looks like a gap. This looks like it might have a gap in the middle. It could be an outcrop, but does outcrops have seleniums in them? I don't know. All I know is that the last time I got selenium, it was in a metallic meteorite, and this looks like it might be forming up to be one. So let's see. If it is, the timing couldn't be better, because it means I can keep this video short. And yes, it looks like 2 lines. So now we're at a heading 130, and I'm just going to jump over the big rocks so that I don't lose my heading or my hull. But that is 2 lines and it's fairly short. That looks like it could be an outcrop, that length. That could be an outcrop. I thought the metallic meteorite double lines were a bit longer, but I've not had an outcrop yet, so I've got nothing to compare it to. And I know it gets shorter the more you get closer, so maybe it's just that. But that is definitely 2 lines. The middle is missing, as you can see. So, and we're almost right on top of it. There it is. That, if I've taught you well, this will be a metallic meteorite. Bingo! Told you. Told you. Is it selenium though? No! Antimony, zinc, and carbon. Well, that's great. Antimony's fine. I'll pick that up, and I'll pick up the zinc too. I'm good with that. No selenium this particular time around. Oh dear, what a pity. Never mind. We'll get it next time. Now, I didn't notice at the time if there was another scan that had 2 lines. I'm not sure whether there was. That looks like it's going to be bronzite, chondrite. That looks like it's filling. Yeah, that's 3 lines. That's filling the bottom of that scanner, so we're not going to go in that direction. So let's have a little hunt around. Hopefully it won't take too long. Now this scan looks like it's heading towards the top. So that's probably a point of interest or something, which I'm not interested in. But I'm going to keep going until I get a bit closer. If it's, yep, you see how it's going across the top? That's high frequency. So I'm not really into that. Just going to waste my time. I don't need it. And this looks... don't know yet. This looks like it's one of those low ones, which means it's a mesosiderite, or however you pronounce it and say it and spell it. Well, let's see if we're right. Ah, it's changing. As the signal's getting stronger, it is changing. Must be one hell of a point of interest, this thing. Well, it's not the direction I want to go in. What's this one? Looks like another bronzite, chondrite. The question is, selenium, is it only found in metallic meteorites? Or is it found, can you find selenium in bronzite, chondrite? Or is it just iron and carbon and stuff that you find in those? Because it is kind of a mixed bag. I can tell you what signals go to what, but I don't yet know if certain materials are only found in certain types of rock, let's call it. If I find a selenium in a bronzite chondrite, then I guess I'll know, won't I? I am going to have to refuel, I think, because yes, I have enough. You know what? That point of interest, what if it's some canisters? What if it's canisters where there's one, maybe they're all platinums? I mean, I could go into an anarchy system with an interdictor and a cargo scanner, and cargo scan, interdict and cargo scan some haulers. Well, not hauler ships, but, well, them as well, but ships that are cargo ships, basically. Cargo ships. Type 6s, Type 7s, Type 9s, just interdict them, pull them out, cargo scan them, see if they're carrying any platinum, and if they are, blow them out of the sky. So this is a triple line, as you can see. So this is a bronzite chondrite, according to my database. It's so cool now that I can tell what's what. Yeah, sulfur, phosphorus, you see, so that kind of stuff that I've been picking up. Okay, let's see if we can Well, that was unintentional. Let's see if we can find another metallic. No, it doesn't look like one. Now this wave scanner thing. Okay, that doesn't alter that. Right, never mind, just trying something. Let's follow this big line here. If I find, like I said, if I find a point of interest, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. Maybe, you never know what can be there, really. Oh, wait a minute. That platinum, was it? No. No, I'm not going to spend more time thinking about it. Where the hell am I headed now? Am I going into a place I can't get out of? Look at the slope that I'm on. I don't think I want to be in here unless I'm too late. No, I can get out. I didn't realise I was heading on such a slope. Lights would be really cool. My hull is taking a bit of a beating here. But don't worry, I won't blow it up. Well, I say I won't blow it up. I will try not to blow it up. Let's take a look and see what this is. Now then, what do we have here? Looks like bronzite, chondrite on the left, and is it another one on the right? Sorry, is it another one on the left? Yeah. Whoa. Okay, let's have another quick look. Now I know this is only boring prospecting, but once you know the signal types, it kind of helps because you don't spend so much time. I mean, if it is the case that certain materials only appear in certain rocks, then this could be a big time saver, because you'll already know the type you're heading towards, and if it's the wrong type and you want to avoid it, then it can save you time. Now I don't know what this one is, so my heading is 69. Looks like I'm going to have to do a repair and a refuel at the same time. I have been down here a while, and I've only come across 2 metallic meteorites so far. I'm heading, this signal, I don't know, 1 minute it's strong in the middle and the next minute it spreads out. I'm just going to keep heading in this direction and see where it takes me. Wow, it doesn't know what it wants to do. Do we have something over here? This looks like it's getting a bit stronger. Where are we now? 5960 we are. Ish. There's so many rocks here though. Now look at this one. Now the wave is across the top. So that indicates a point of interest or a nav beacon or something. No, nav beacon's in the middle, isn't it? This might count as the middle. Let's take a look. Let's follow this one. Shipwrecks, ships, and your own ship will occupy pretty much the entire scanner. But this one, as you can see, is running across. Is that, would you call that the middle? Because it can, the wave scanner can run higher than that. You get a thin line right across the top, which is a point of interest. So this is a double line. Now, how do I know which lines do what? Well, I can tell you, and then you can know for yourself. For those that don't know it already, all you have to do is go to your web browser, and you need to go to wavescanner.net. That's it, wavescanner.net. In fact, I'm just going to pop there now and see if it can tell me what this is. Okay, so this should be a lightly guarded cache. If it was a guarded cache, it would be full. You can see there's a gap in the middle. So it's two lines, but there's a gap in the middle. That means it's lightly guarded. A heavier guarded one would be completely full at that position. And the line across the very top is... The line across the very top would be a nav beacon. Now, you see those two lines I've got on the scanner? If I had one of those and a smaller one underneath, so you've got line, gap, gap, line, okay? That would be a barnacle. But I don't think I'm going to be coming across any of those. So this should be a lightly guarded cache. What does lightly guarded mean? A couple of skimmers. So lightly guarded cache. So what is that cache? Maybe it's platinum. Yeah, right. Talk about optimism. But yeah, this is what this is, according to wavescanner.net. And as you can see, four skimmers. You call that lightly guarded? That rock's having a good time, isn't it? Or it's a piece of debris. Oh, it's settled. I was just going to see if we could hit it. Oh, a stinger. Okay. I want to be elevated for this one. And there is the cache. Now, the question is, it's yeah, it's cache as in like cache, like C-A-C-H-E. I'm only interested in it if it's platinum. Otherwise I can't be bothered. Shielding material here as well. Resonating separators. Occupied escape pods. Sorry pal, can't take it. Synthetic reagents. Where's that material that's disappearing at a fast rate of knots? There it is. Should we pick it up anyway? Right, as it's a material, I'm going to test whether I need my cargo open for it. I guess you do. How the hell did I get into this position? It's like bacon. Right. Okay, so we've determined that. I still really want another metallic thing. We got one. Where am I heading? 128, 130. Please don't turn into a bronzite, crondite thing. There it is. I need to be heading in this direction. 124. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My desktop just... My computer just flipped to the desktop. For reasons only known to itself. That looks like it's got a gap right in the middle. Okay. Please be selenium. Otherwise I'll just have to be satisfied with 3. Which is enough. It's enough to do one roll of the dice. But if I can do 3, even if I don't need to do them, it'll get me to grade 3, because even if I get a worse result I can just discard it, but if I want to apply it, I'll apply it, because whatever it does to my power plant won't be staying here for long, because the goal is to stick to grade 3 on, and then obviously work up to grade 4. This should be a metallic meteorite. Now then, while I'm here, my heading is now 102, so I just want to just face off over here. No, that doesn't look like another one. Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because otherwise I would come back this way and pick that one up. Okay, I can see the rock from here. There it is. No, no! I'll take the antimony. There's still a chance that there are a couple of seleniums here. No chance. See, just the antimony was great, but these... Okay, sulfur carbon ion. Let's take a look at synthesis, because we need to do a refuel, which is sulfur and phosphorus. I've been picking those up, so let's do that. And an SRB repairs iron and nickel. You can see it takes 2 ions, which is why I've been picking those up. So, if I now target the sulfur and the iron, let's see if I can just run over this backwards. Well, no selenium on this occasion. I should have videoed the part where I picked some up. Now that I guess is still the guarded cache, which isn't guarded anymore, but the cache is still there. Oh, shut up, woman. If you were human, your mouth would be compromised. Kidding. Kidding, kidding. I don't advocate violence to women. Unless, of course, they say, oh, go on then. Oh. So, okay, I'm going to just have to... I need to get out of the way of this this cache. I should have just destroyed it. I could recall the ship and take myself round to a part of the planet that's actually in daylight. I've got nothing here, but I'm sure something will appear at some point. Yep, you spin me right round, baby. I don't want to head back towards this way. Time I think to... Ooh, what was that? Yeah, this is a bronzite thing by the looks of it. So that's clearly 3 lines across the bottom, so which is incidentally what I think I'm getting by sitting on this chair. So it's another bronzite crondite. And there's something off to the right hand side there. So once I... Well. Would you Adam and Eve it? Selenium in a bronzite crondite. Well, that throws everything into disarray now, doesn't it? Because now all that's done is it's meant that I can tell you what the scanner is what the, you know what the wave does now, but not what it does, but you know that what the scans mean, what the waves mean. But now it turns out that even things like selenium, but maybe not stuff like antimony and zinc, maybe they can only be found in metallic meteorites. I need to find that out. If anybody knows, please leave me a comment and let me know. Are there certain materials, like maybe the rare stuff like yttrium, that you'll only find in certain rock types? Or is it a case that pretty much at any time anything can be found in any rock type? Now here we've got one right at the bottom, low frequency, and that was a low frequency impact as well. So low frequency should be, well, let's see if it is first. I was going to say it should be mesosiderite. I don't even know how to say that, so I just say it nice and slowly so I don't fluff it. But is it mesosiderite? Heading is 152. That line has suddenly got thicker, so it's bronzy cronzy. Oh, could have avoided that. Now I've got my wave scanners going nuts now. Mesosiderite, you see, and the scan is right at the bottom, one line across the bottom. That's not 3 carbons, is it? Ah, we got a zinc, which we also found in a metallic meteorite not too long back. So I picked up some pretty decent stuff here. Zinc and antimony. I think I'm going to recall my ship now because I need to. I've got 4 seleniums. I think I'm done with that. So what I'm going to do is bring the ship down, go on board, and see if I've got my platinum there. Because I know I picked some up. I know I haven't sold it. I haven't been blown up. So is it just telling me, is the engineer just telling me that I don't have platinum because I'm not on board my ship and it's the ship that has the platinum on it? Doesn't that look great, like it's all lit up? I can hear the low rumble of it. Unless that was the SRB. No, definitely the ship. I can really hear it now. Please tell me I've got platinum on board. So I've done what I came here to do. Let's see. Can you buy platinum? I know you're supposed to mine it, but can you buy it? Oh, please tell me. So now I should be able to go to the blueprint. And it will tell me that I can get 1 overcharged power plant grade 2. The reason I want to do more is obviously to increase the reputation to get towards stage grade 3. So I've got plenty of seleniums, I've got enough chemical manipulators. I do need 2 more conductive components, which I know you can get them from signal sources because I've seen them and they're quite common, but for haulage vessels. So I need to be in a place where haulage vessels frequent, so on the trade routes basically, I think. So I'll highlight my trade routes on my galaxy map and go into those systems. Chemical manipulators, haulage vessels again. So if I can pick up more chemical manipulators and more conductive components, I'll be fine with that. Another heat conduction wiring I need. Again, haulage vessels, signal sources. 1 more of those in order to have 3 rolls of the dice, and of course the ultimate, 2 more platinums. Right, so I decided, after collecting a few more materials but no more platinum yet, to pop to Qwent and do the grade 2 upgrade anyway. So we're going to do a grade 2 power plant upgrade.
Ready to engage.
And then I'm going to hunt around for some more platinum, which will be in the next video. And I will already tell you that the method I'm going to use for platinum, because I'm not going to go mining straight away if I can help it. I don't need any platinum really. The only reason I do want some is so I can have another couple of rolls on the dice with this grade 2 power plant, because at the moment I've only got enough platinum for 1 go. Damn these signal sources. Yep, we gotta go in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this one roll of the dice, and then I'm going to visit some anarchy systems which hopefully have, I'll see if I can find an anarchy system that has that's a refinery system or an extraction system or whatever, and just start interdicting haulers, T6s, T7s, T9s, haulers themselves, anything that can hold decent cargo. And I don't have a cargo scanner, so I'm going to have to kill them to get their cargo, unless they drop the cargo first. I'll target the cargo hatch, and if they drop it voluntarily, oh my god, this looks good. Oh no, that's a canister. They're canisters. Yeah, knowing me, my next upgrade will want some of this stuff. But it'll all be stolen. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to Anarchy System and see if I can plunder some platinum from hauler ships. I don't know whether that's going to actually work, or if that's even a thing that you can do that. I don't know. But I'm going to try, and failing that, I will nip back to Shinrata Desra, and I will fit one of my ships with a mining laser if I haven't already done so. I don't know whether my Cobra or I don't think the Python has it. In fact, I'm sure it doesn't. I think one of my ships had a mining laser on at some point, the Asp or the Cobra or something. Well, I'll find out, and I'll go there. And then I'll visit the system and get some platinum by mining it. Yeah. Unless, the only thing that will stop me do that is if I get a really good roll of the dice, but I still want to do more because, as I keep saying, I need to get the reputation up so I can go to grade 3. I want grade 3 power plant, and then I want to move on to grade 4. And I think, one of the reasons why I'm dropping off here first is so that I can get rid of the 1 ton of platinum that's in my cargo hold, because I got interdicted by an elite Federal assault ship, and I do fear those. Elite Pythons I'm okay with, I'll take those on. Elite Further Lances, I'll take those on. But elite Federal assault ships, they're bad news. They are seriously bad news. At the moment I got interdicted, I tried to do a boost turn, but I couldn't get behind him. He managed to stay behind, and his first shot was explosive, which obviously it would be, and it took a shield ring off straight away. His next shot again, he didn't get my shields down, but he got about 2 rings down, and I just couldn't be bothered to return fire. There was no point. I couldn't point my nose. He was behind me all the time. I couldn't get round, and all the time I was trying to get round, he was firing. So I thought, no, better to run. So 4 pips to engines, 2 pips to shields, and then I super cruised out of there, and just as he was interdicting me again with 1 shield ring left, the countdown started on the on the jump. I mean, the interdiction started. I was going to actually try and evade it, to be honest, which would have been probably suicidal, because evading it, if he failed to evade it, it would have taken so long for my FSD to cool off that he would have almost probably killed me, if not killed me. So yeah, there's that. But thankfully the countdown started, it took hold, and I got away. I do not like Federal assault ships. They are devastating. Now I did pick up
Lacey Romeo Uniform Sierra Heavy commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 08.
Now I did pick up a couple of good items along my travels. One of them was an unknown artifact, which I subsequently dumped. I'd never picked one up before, but after I realised that it was nothing special after all, and just another product to sell to the black market, and that the place that would give me the best price, which was 20,000, wow, big deal for me, was 162 light years away.
Warning, landing gear
I had
not deployed.
rebel transmissions, and I had a black box as well. I was going to pass it over to my other account because he needs the money, but I decided that my time is better spent collecting the materials I need for this engineer, so I just dumped it all. So I've got some repairs to do.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints.
Not because of that
Your
interdiction.
arrival has been noted.
I incurred some damage trying to super cruise away from after being interdicted but close to a star, and so the heat build-up went over 100. It went to 102%. Cost me a little bit of damage, so that's what that was. Okay, so I picked up an ancient artifact, as I said, but I also picked up a material that was classed as very rare, Now I've already picked up a couple of these, as we've seen, so that's very rare too. But the other one was really quite cool. Let's see if I can find it. I think it begins with a P. Nope, that one. Proto-radiolic alloys. And I knew as soon as it came up that I hadn't seen that ever before. So it's one of the very rare ones, and there was 2 protolite alloys it was encoded emissions it was in. So I picked up 2 of those and 1 of those in the same drop. Brilliant. Technetium, tellurium, got 1 of each of those. Maybe I'll have to go on a hunt. Maybe I should do a video about going on a hunt for some very, very rare stuff. Try and pick up some of this, and I don't have any. Yttrium. Yeah, maybe we can do a video where we go on a hunt for the rare stuff. Anyway, so a few ideas there. So, into the engineer's workshop, and I need to unlock to grade 3, which means at least doing 3 upgrades. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I've got enough stuff. But if you look here on the blueprint, you will see what I have collected. Check this out. As you can see, I didn't pick up any chemical manipulators, but I've got enough there for 3 goes. The selenium I managed to get 4, which should be in my video. That gives me 4 goes if I had that. I got 4 goes with the conductive components and 3 goes with the heat conduction wiring, but only 1 platinum. So we're going to get 1 go until I source some more platinum, maybe 2 more tons, or I could source 2 tons, but then I'm going to need 2 more heat conductive wirings and 1 more chemical manipulator, and that way I'll have to source 3 platinums, and then I get another 3 rolls of the dice. Do I need that many though? Do I need that many? I mean, I could probably be using those materials on other upgrades. So let's see where this takes us, because all this is speculation until we know what kind of an upgrade we're going to get. So we want an overcharged power plant, grade 2. We've got all the deal, and I think it's the only thing we can put to grade 2. It is. So wish me luck. What do I need? Well, power capacity obviously is the top one, and I want integrity. I'm not so fussed about, but if I can get a decent heat efficiency, that would be cool too. It's done. It's spent. My platinum is gone. Oh, you've got to be fucking... Sorry. Oh, but this is 1% higher than what I already have. I got you. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Shit. You see, that minus 1% is better than the stock power plant, but it's lower than the grade 1. My power plant is only grade 1 right now. Yes, okay, 9% more efficient integrity. I couldn't give a monkey's. So that is a roll of the dice that's gone to waste. I'm gonna discard this, obviously. Wow, that was really crap. Now, if I am able to do another upgrade, see 34. Brilliant. If that was 33, we'd be in trouble, but it's 34, which means 2 more upgrades and we're into grade 3. Now, if I can do a couple of these ones just to get the... Oh, but then they won't go up 30%, will they? Maybe only doing a grade 1 will take me to... It might only be 16% or something like that. I can't do anything to grade 2 here. God damn. What do I need? Platinum again. Polymer capacitors. Specialized legacy firmware. Pfft. Look at that. One roll of the dice with that. Chromium, fine. High density composites, fine. Maybe charge enhanced would be better because it's for a quicker recharge but less capacity. I don't know which is... That's probably better actually because I don't know. I've never found nano breakers before. I know they're reward for mission contracts, but I've never actually done a mission. I have been offered them in missions, but never taken any. But these specialized legacy firmware known to be salvaged from signal sources, or rewards for... yeah. Alright, so that was a complete and utter waste of time. But all I've got out of this is 34% gain. That's all I got. Unbelievable. And if I do a grade 1 upgrade, like here, which I've already got, now I could do one of these. It's only going to use up one conductive component, which is used in the grade 2 upgrade. But I do have 7 of them. So I could do another one here and just see if it comes out better than the last one I had, and also see how much progress it puts on the board. So I'm going to do this. Yeah, see, look, that's given me a better result than the bloody grade 2 did. Better integrity. Yeah, so I'll have that one. Better capacity, better integrity, and a bit less heat efficiency. So I was at 34% before, so 42. So it's not a lot. It's not a lot. But I do have... It is better. Oh my god, how is that possible? Something's turned off. What the... Ah, the thrusters. I was going to say. Because it was 102% before. I thought, no way it goes down to 72. With a grade 5, maybe. But of course the thrusters are offline. Okay then, that's the end of this video. So, and there's my thing. So, what I'm going to do then is change this to government, just have anarchy highlighted and find the nearest anarchy system, which looks to be maybe this one. And it, oh, look at the economies, refinery and extraction. That is perfect for what I want. I'm going to be interdicting ships in there, and what the hell? What's this? 28 light years. So why so many jumps? Why are we on economical? You crazy man? That means I was on economical to get to Sirius. Bloody hell. I could have probably done it in 3 jumps. I ended up doing it in 10. I did reset my map though, so okay, this is perfect. I can't believe I found a refinery extraction anarchy. So I'm just going to be interdicting haulers and, yeah, trying to find some platinum that way. If I can't, I'll go mining. Alright, so I guess that's going to be the next video. So there we go. I'll try and get some platinum now and then come back and see if I can finally get a decent grade 2 upgrade. If I get 2 crappy grade 2 upgrades, fine, no problem, because I'll be at grade 3 by then, and then we can go hunting for that stuff. So before we leave, I already know that all I need for this power plant upgrade is platinum. I already know that because I've got what I need here. Did I use up a chemical manipulator? Yeah, I did. Of course I did. I just did one. So yeah, all I need is a platinum. A couple of platinums for this power plant. So what do I need for the 3? Emergency power cells. Ah, yes, but it's also these, which is exactly the same. Which means if I do 2 more of these, I'm only going to have I'll have two heats, 4 conductive, 1 selenium. No, I haven't got enough selenium now. I've only got enough for 1 more. Sugar. I need to go and get some more selenium. Maybe I'll find it in the anarchy system. And no chemical manipulators. Damn that selenium. Right, so okay, so this is the state then. I'm going to write this down. So for I need at least 2 more rolls of the dice here, and then I'm going to want at least 1 here. So 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 1 1. Okay. So in order to get 2 rolls of the dice, I need 2. Sorry, I'm writing this down. I'll come back. So I need 2 heat conduction wirings and 2 platinums. That'll give me enough for 3 rolls of the dice. But then, sorry, for 2 rolls of the dice. Sorry, I know this is getting complicated now. So then that'll put my heat conduction wiring down to 0. My conductive components will be 6. I'll have 2 left of those. Selenium, I'll have 1 left. Chemical manipulators, sorry, I am writing this down. I'll have none left, and platinum, I'll have none left. And the overcharge requires 1, 2, 2, 2, and 1. Okay, so I know I'm going to have to go on the hunt for at least 2 heat conduction wirings now, maybe 4 conductive components, a couple of more seleniums, maybe 4 more, chemical manipulators, at least 2, and 2 platinums. Alright, I'm going to pin this blueprint then, the new one, and I can't believe I've got to go back to that bloody planet and get some more selenium. I knew I should have stayed a bit longer. I didn't reckon on the fact that 3 was going to be the same, and this one. Okay, this is quite different, so that's okay. So 2 and 3 basically the same, except the quantities of each micro resource and a different commodity. Emergency power cells produced by high-tech refinery near where Batman used to be, isn't it? And consumed by high-tech. Produced by near Arkenton. Okay, I'm sure I can find that. I've taken a screenshot of that dialogue, so I'm sure I can find that on a. Does that mean it'll be available on the market board? Right, I need to relieve a little bit of frustration, so I am off to the Anarchy system and kill some nice people, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at these tenetiums, yttriums and stuff like that. And do you remember how 280 light seconds to get to that planet? Right, till next time then, bye bye.